We know there are many choices in internet radio, and the staff and host of LA Talk Live would like to thank you for choosing the internet's hottest destination for the most eclectic sound and invigorating talk. This is LA Talk Live. We are more than just talk.
Drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn.
Yeah, it's on his end.
Is it crackling? Hello and welcome to La La Land on LA Talk Live. That's Dorothy Dillingham Blue.
And there's Brett Chapin. Hi there.
Thanks for joining us on La La Land. This is the only nationally broadcast show by Los Angeles artists about Los Angeles artists on episode 138.
Hey now.
Hey now, we're doing a flu shot today.
We are. We are. Did you have a nice Thanksgiving?
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
I went, hung out with some friends and had a nice Thanksgiving dinner and watched some football. It was great.
Ooh. Is there a dish that you particularly make or enjoy?
I make a pretty mean green bean casserole, I gotta say.
Really?
Yeah, I can do that.
I would have not suspected the green bean casserole from
because
Mr.
it's
Chapin.
so easy. That's
Really?
why. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's good stuff. But I love stuffing. That's my thing on Thanksgiving. I'm all about the stuffing.
My husband makes the best turkey dressing.
Yeah? Was your
Yes.
Thanksgiving good too?
Oh, it was wonderful. It was so much food. But I managed to not, I ate a lot, but I didn't feel bad afterwards. I felt like I was able to sample enough so that I stayed away from items that, I used to eat to be polite when I was newly a member of my husband's family. And now I'm like, you know what? I don't have to be polite about it anymore. I'm just not going to have it. I'm not going to even put it on my plate. So there'll be
You're
more
already
for everyone
married.
else.
You can
I'm
be
married.
you don't have to be polite. Awesome. Did you watch some football? Wait, what were you going to say?
No, it's fine. Actually, there was a lot of football going on in the house, of course.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah. So a lot of football watching going on. That was very exciting.
Good stuff.
Yeah. We had a really nice time. And then I hit Black Friday yesterday.
Okay, tell everyone your Black Friday story if you want to.
Sure, yes.
Okay.
So I get up and, my husband, he makes the turkey every year. So I said, you know what, you're not cooking because you got up at 5 a.m. to get the turkey ready and put it in the oven and the whole thing. So let's go out for breakfast. So we went out to one of our favorite spots, and I had my phone and I in my back pocket, and I gone to use the restroom, and I took it out of my back pocket because I did not want to drop my phone into the toilet because that would be a really terrible way to start the weekend. So I put it on a table in the bathroom, and when I was done, I forgot it. I went back to my table, was looking through a magazine, forgot, went back in, and it couldn't have been 5 minutes later, and it was gone. And it was just the weirdest feeling. It was the weirdest way to start a day, was with someone stealing something of yours. And luckily I had downloaded all the pictures off, and there was nothing that was very sensitive. I went right home and did the Find My iPhone and wiped it and everything. And in less than an hour, my phone went from Culver City to San Pedro. Because they were able, because I put a little beacon on it. And so when they picked it up, they immediately turned it off. And that's the thing. You can do the Find My iPhone, but if they've turned the phone off, then it doesn't work. It has to wait till it's connected to either a cellular provider or the Wi-Fi. And then the Find My iPhone works. But you know what I said? I said, I'm not going to let this ruin my day. I'm not at all. You know what? You and I, my dear husband, Travis, we are getting new phones today. And that's just the way it's going to be. So we did. And I have my new phone, and I'm very excited. And it's way better than my old phone. So poo-poo you steely person that took my phone.
I never understood the stealing phones thing nowadays, because phones, they can be turned off. They don't have any value really.
No,
a
they
stolen
don't.
phone. So
they don't.
why?
It is locked. Like, you can't do a darn thing. I have erased it. You cannot turn it on. You can't do anything to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I hit the mall. I went to the mall, stood in line, the whole thing. And then, of course, I went to Big Lots because I'm the deal diva from Big Lots. So I went to Big Lots, got all my toy shopping done.
Dorothy's referring to her commercial.
Yes.
She's not actually the deal diva. She plays the deal diva.
But in a way, I am a deal diva. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I have a history of conquering Black Friday. Just really just kicking it where it in the soft parts and really getting it done. So
Good stuff.
yeah.
You know, you need that thing. They have this thing that you can attach to your phone now that if somebody steals it, it gives them a shock.
No.
They do. They just came out with it. It's crazy. It's like a case that you put over your phone, and if it's like fingerprint technology. So if it's not your fingerprint, the person gets shocked. It's like a taser.
Well, I did the whole thumbprint thing that you can do now. Like mine is password and thumbprint protected. So if you don't have my fingerprint and you don't have my password, you can't operate my phone.
That
wild
works. That works too.
But it doesn't
hurt.
deliver a shot. Yeah, there's no pain involved.
Yeah.
That is weird.
It's kind of a cool new invention, I think, actually.
Ooh, that's really wild.
Yeah. Maybe next time. I don't
Maybe
know.
next
But
time.
Congratulations on your new phone, and I'm glad that you got
There you go,
that
very
taken care of. On the show today, we're
Exciting.
doing 3 flu shots.
3 flu shots for Sophie, Van Eric, and yourself.
Yes.
I got mine back in October.
So you will not be doing a flu shot on the
I
air?
will not be doing a flu shot on the air.
Okay. We
'Cause
have
I've already had my
CVS pharmacist Jill Colin in for the 3rd year in a row
Very nice. Very nice.
to give us flu shots and tell us all about the flu this season and what's different about it, what's the same, and answer any of your questions at the phone number below. Is the phone number right here, Van Eric? It is.
Wow.
That's cool. I don't even need to say it. Just look at it. But for those of you who might be listening on iTunes, it's 323-473-3100.
Cool.
323-473-3100.
Yeah.
Call in with your questions for Jill Colin. And we also have Greg Shane and Robert Smith of CRE Outreach
Excellent.
coming in to talk to us about the show they have a Kickstarter for right now. It's going up in April at the Stella Adler Theater. It is a show starring blind and deaf actors
Yes, and also military veterans.
and military veterans.
Mm-hmm.
And we can't wait to talk to them
Oh,
about
yeah.
that. And Robert might be singing a little tune for us
Love that.
as well. Can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of good stuff coming up.
Yeah, yeah. How are the Bel Airs?
The Bel Airs is going good. We got this weekend and next weekend. It's a show I'm working on at the El Portal Theater. Go to elportaltheater.com for information and tickets. It's really great. We had a really responsive house last night, probably the most responsive we've ever had, and that's nice.
Yes, they were so nice. The
yeah.
director and your two castmates. They were really, really cool. I liked meeting them.
Yeah, they came in last week and talked to us, and they were a lot of fun. And good people. So
Yeah.
I'm having a great time working on that show. I'm
Yep.
gonna miss it next week.
What?
I'm gonna miss it next week. You know, it's closing. You know, but
yes, or after next week. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm going next week.
after next week.
After next week.
Yes,
Wait,
yes.
Don't confuse me.
It's
A lot of good theater going on in the area. We've got.
There is. Well, we're going to a show today.
We're going to a show today. We're going to Barrymore with the Good People, the Good People Theater Company, which is about Lionel Barrymore, I believe.
I don't think
No?
it's about Lionel. It's about the other Barrymore, and I can't remember his first name. Is it John?
John Barrymore.
John Barrymore. It's
John
about John
Barrymore.
Barrymore. Yeah.
It's Barrymore. Anyway, so we're that with Janet Miller is that's her theater company. She is amazing. I'm very excited to see what they've got
Yeah.
up their sleeves.
I've purposely
this?
not done a lot of research on the show just because I want to be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
It's a good way to go. What else we have? We have musicals. I think is still running.
I think that closes this weekend. Yeah.
Okay, that's going. Foreigner has closes the 15th at Theater Palisades.
And musicals at the Chrome Malone Theater.
Yes. What else? Oh, Wait Until Dark. I think closes closes on the 8th.
Oh, so good.
That was at the Geffen.
We went to see that a couple weeks ago. It's great. Go see
Excellent
Wait Until
show.
Dark. What else is going on? Off the top of my head, I can't think of anything, but I'm sure there's a million things I'll think of during the commercial break. So
Yes.
maybe we'll mention those.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to find information on us, you can go to facebook.com/lalalandtalk, twitter.com/lalalandtalk. You can send us an email at lalalandtalk@gmail.com and call in with your questions at 323-473-3100. I'm going to take a break and be back with pharmacists from CVS, Jill Colin,
Okay.
on La La Land with Brett and Dorothy on LA Talk Live.
Let's take this one to Africa. Tired of these 9 to 5s, don't get a chance to play. They take up all our time, they work us night until the day. We be chillin' on the boulevard, chillin' on the boulevard, chillin' on the boulevard, chillin' on the boulevard. up the street from us, he never goes away. We be chillin' on the boulevard, chillin' on the boulevard, chillin' on the boulevard, chillin' on the boulevard, scraping up the quarters and the pennies and the cows. Gas prices going up, don't have the money to go out. We be chillin' on the boulevard, chillin' on the boulevard, chillin' on the boulevard, chillin' on the boulevard. And the pain is all too much to swallow. Oh no, na na na. Oh no, na na na. Oh no, na na na. Pain is all too much to swallow. Oh no, na na na. Oh no, na na na. Oh no, na na na. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Time.
This is Brett Chapin.
And this is Dorothy Dillingham Blue, inviting you to join us every Saturday at noon Pacific Standard Time for our show, La La Land Talk.
Join us as we talk with some of the top talent in LA. Artists' untold stories, your phone calls, and live on-location broadcasts have made La La Land one of the best sources in LA for everything entertainment.
So don't forget to tune in to La La Land Talk.
Exclusively on latalklive.com.
You can also catch us on iTunes Radio R&B, Live 365, Radio Flag, and now Stitcher Radio. Or watch and listen directly at latalklive.com.
Saturdays at noon Pacific Time. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/LaLaLandTalk, Twitter, twitter.com/LaLaLandTalk. Reality radio handcrafted for your listening pleasure. This is LA Talk Live.
And we are more than just talk. I think we've got a Shakespeare monologue or two we could do. Yeah.
Jazz hands, jazz hands.
Kickball change.
Good
That's what I'm
stuff.
saying. Mhm.
I'll do some Pippin.
Ooh, yeah. Some miming. I'm in a box. I'm in a box. I'm in a box.
I'm getting so excited. Only 2 weeks left to go. My mind just keeps on going where my feet can yet.
Welcome back to La La Land on LA Talk Live. That's Dorothy Dillingham Blue. I'm Brett Chapin, and Jill Colin from CVS Pharmacy is about to give me and Sophie and our engineer, co-owner Van Eric, a flu shot.
All right. Yes, I
Thanks
am.
for being here, Jill.
Well, thank you for having me again, third year in a row.
Yes, we're excited. This is gonna have to be a tradition on the show. You know what's funny is I was doing the research, and every episode that you've been on, our listenership goes up by between 10 and 20%. So
Oh, wow.
apparently people like seeing people get flu shots on air. Oh no,
Oh, wow.
awesome. So tell us about the flu this year. Is it different than last year? Is it the same?
It actually is a little bit different than last year. You know, what they do is they make sure that the influenza vaccine that is put out each year covers what's prevalent, you know, for what they see is going to be the main flus that are going around. This year, we, of course, have two types of influenza A, which does include the H1N1, and we have one type of influenza B, and they put it together in one injection, and so it should cover whatever is going around now. And generally, people do get the flu shot every year because as the year go on, it does tend to lose its potency. So you do need to get one every single year.
And when's the time period that you're supposed to be getting it? What
Well,
months?
Would you believe I actually start in August sometimes?
August. Wow.
It does take about 2 weeks till it starts to work. But last year, I have to tell you, I went all the way up till February.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they had something on the news last year where all of a sudden everyone was getting the flu. So at that particular time, I don't know if you remember, I want to say it was January.
Yeah, there was a bad outbreak
Yeah.
in January. I remember at schools that I teach at, there was
I
lots
had
of people going.
I have never had so many people come in for a flu shot in January, February. It was a little crazy. It was so many flu shots. I love it because I like to do it, but I felt like it was waiting room only
Wow.
to get a flu shot. And that was our main focus last year. CVS wanted to be there to help everyone out. I had the vaccine, and I had more than enough to cover everybody that came in.
That's
So,
good.
Yeah.
Good. CVS is real diligent about getting you the amount of vaccines that you need for the year, aren't they?
Oh yeah, well, we order it as we need it. So, and they do have it. The vaccine usually has to be ordered well in advance. Even
I'm sure.
doctors have to order it well in advance.
Yeah, I can
So
imagine.
it's the same. But we definitely make sure that we have enough for all the stores. And at CVS, our stores do so many flu vaccines. I mean, I do a lot. I've done probably about 400 this year so far.
Wow.
And I'm not even the highest.
How many do you do a day, do you think?
It varies.
Yeah?
I could do 20 a day. I could do 5 a day. I could do 30. It really varies.
Because you take walk-ins at CVS, right?
Always.
So, yeah.
Always. Actually, most people walk in and we take them. And you can get a flu shot at CVS anytime the pharmacy is open and there's a pharmacist on duty.
And is it covered by the Medicare Part B?
It is covered 100% by Medicare Part B. And there are a lot of insurances covering it as well. I found that Aetna covers it, Cigna covers it, some of the Blue Crosses cover it. It just depends on the insurance. And when you come in, you bring your insurance card. We will always try to bill the insurance.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's, if they pay for it, of course, great. I mean, some people have a copay, some people pay zero.
Yeah.
I found more people this year are paying nothing for their flu shots more than any other year. And I've been doing this for many, many years.
That's fantastic.
My insurance didn't cover it 100%, but the price went down. So last year
Exactly.
it was 20 and this year it was 12.
Yeah, like there's different copays depending upon. And then, sometimes people will go to their doctor. We charge $31.99 for the flu shot, and we give you a 20% shopping pass that you can use in the store.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go to your doctor,
You don't get to shop.
well, sometimes your copay could be $25.
Yeah.
And then what about parking?
Mm.
So it may end up being the same, and sometimes you don't even have to pay for it. So it's worth it to go in and try to see if they cover it. And you can walk into any CVS.
Okay, good. Because ironic you said that, because I went to see my doctor, and because I had a little cough, and I remember last week I was talking about that, and she said no, it was fine. So she asked me, do I want to get a flu shot? I said, no. I'm getting my flu shot Saturday on air. No, thank you. I didn't. I refused because you're coming in today. So
Thank you. I appreciate
Special for
that.
you.
just for you.
Appreciate that.
Okay.
And, I've actually, there are some people that come to me every single year to get their flu shot. I mean, there's some customers that I've given it for 5 years in a row. I've given it to you. This is going to be my 3rd year in a row. So I have repeat customers for my flu shot.
Has Steve Julian gotten his flu shot yet this year?
He probably got it earlier. He was supposed to get it with me, and things just didn't work out. I've been a little bit extra busy, and I think he has as well.
Okay.
So it
Just
it
curious.
didn't work out.
He's
for
the
me
one
going
that introduced us to
exactly.
you. So.
And I've done his 2 years in a row. This is the first year I haven't.
Okay. Well, Steve, call Jill if you haven't
There
gotten your
you
flu
go.
shot already.
Now, Jill, the way you get a flu shot, that has really evolved over the past few years. Like my son is 5, and at his school, he gets the flu mist.
Oh, they still make that.
Which is awesome. And
Oh,
but
yeah.
I mean, that wasn't kind of as widely available, say, even 10 years ago.
That
than
is
it-
true.
So that's a neat way, I think, to get it, and it's so easy. I think it's for kids that once they're like, oh yeah, it's just the flu vaccine, and it's really simple for them. And I had one that it was like a different kind of injection. It was, I don't know if subcutaneous was the way, but it was
It's
just
intramuscular, regardless.
intramuscular. It was really so fast. It was amazing. So
Well, that's the intradermal and maybe a shorter needle.
hmm
That may be it. Or you just got a good person like me giving it to you.
well, there you go. Excellent. Well, let's get
All right.
it going,
Alrighty.
man.
Let's do it.
All right,
I'm
Brett.
ready. You ready?
I guess I'm first.
You first?
Yep.
Okay, so
Right.
you can watch.
There you go.
Okay. Here goes. All right. Play by play. Jill is sanitizing her hands, as you can see, unless
can
you're
they see?
watching on iTunes. Yeah,
Oh,
they can
okay.
see you over there.
It's my CVS hand sanitizer.
I hear that's on sale this week.
I actually don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's that expensive to begin with.
No, probably not. And you get you said you get a 20% off coupon when?
Yes, let me give that to you. I'll show it to you.
Oh, cool.
There you go. That's what it looks like.
I got my flu shot shopping pass, 20% off.
Very
Not
cool.
Yes. And
We like CVS.
it expires March 31st, 2014, so you got a while.
Oh, all kinds of time to use this.
Oh, yeah.
Very cool. I have my extra care CVS card also,
Mm-hmm.
by the way.
As you should.
Yes. Very important.
You can actually hook up all your coupons
Mhm.
and your extra bucks to the card, so
You
that
can-
when you scan your card, it comes up on the register, and they can actually use it. You don't actually have to carry the physical paper coupons.
Oh, they can just do it by my phone number?
They can do it by your phone number, and then you just online you hook up the coupons to the CVS card, the extra care card.
Oh, okay.
And then when you scan your card, the coupon will come up on our screen on the register, and you can use it if you want to at that time.
Very nice.
So you don't have
great.
to carry the paper coupons.
Perfect. Okay. I'm going to adjust your
So my
mic so
OS
that when you're
yeah.
standing, you
Oh,
don't have
sorry,
to lean
yeah,
down.
that would be so great.
Oh yeah.
That's better.
There we go.
Thank God I'm kind of short, huh?
If you're just tuning in, Brett is getting a flu shot. It's very exciting.
Thanks.
Dorothy wimped out.
No, I've already had mine.
I
I
know.
got mine months ago.
Then why were you crying when I asked you to get one?
You know, it's
Never mind.
actually perfect for you because you got yours in November last year. We usually do it in November, so it works well.
And it
'Cause
lasts for a whole year, usually?
It lasts for pretty much the whole year, and as time goes on, the effectiveness of it does definitely decrease. That's why
Okay.
you need to get one every year. Plus, the
strains
flu,
change.
Yeah, the flu that might be going around might be different than what it was last year, and it is
Yeah.
this year.
Great. This is always the like when she's getting set up and things like this. I never know what to say, so I just do the play-by-play.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Jill is reaching into a plastic bag.
Oh, Tamiflu is already after the fact.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, Tamiflu is when you didn't get this.
I had to take that once because
Did
I
you?
got the flu, and I took Tamiflu, and that stuff. I had hallucinations. I was a mess. After that, I swore I would never go another year without the flu vaccine.
Where can I get some of that stuff?
It was not the good kinds of hallucinations. It was the kind with like
It
fever
wasn't-
dreams. I had fever dreams. It was horrible.
That could have been from the
Horrible.
flu, though.
Actually, it could have
You
been
have
that
to think
too.
about it because you know what? When you get the flu, it's really different. I mean, than just being sick and just getting a cold. You're down. You're out.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I've said it before on your show. It even hurts to turn over.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, it
your
does.
whole body aches. So, you know, that's why it's definitely recommended that you do get the flu shot every year.
And Sophie's over there. She's like, "Oh my God!" I'll just turn the mic on.
I haven't been sick since 1996, so I think the flu shot is helping with that.
Yeah. I didn't know there was a pneumonia vaccine.
Oh, there is, and we
And-
do that as well.
I got pneumonia a couple years ago.
That is not fun.
I should have brought the pneumonia
I
vaccine.
know. Yeah. Well, I'll go visit you next week. How about that?
Okay, I'll give you my card.
Thank you.
If our viewers want to visit you personally at your CVS, which one are you at?
I'm located on 18th Street and La Cienega, and the exact address is 1843 South La Cienega, and that's in Los Angeles. And the zip code's 90035 if you put it in your GPS.
Uh-huh.
And if you want to call me directly, you can at 310-558-0373. And I can answer any questions there as well if you have them. Even if you go to another CVS and I'm not close to your house, I definitely don't mind you calling and asking me any questions that you have.
Great.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready. Jill has her sanitizing wipe in her hand.
Okay, so
Ready to
what
go?
I'm asking you to do is just sit back, relax your arm.
Sit back and relax. Okay.
Why are you not
I'm scared,
watching?
Dorothy.
I'm not watching.
Dorothy, will you hold my hand?
Oh, do you want me to hold your hand?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
If you watch, I'm telling you, you won't be afraid.
It's not.
You
No.
won't be afraid.
I see.
Okay, I'm gonna take a picture.
I see Professor Ness back there looking in, laughing at me getting a flu shot.
Oh my God, it's so dramatic.
Oh,
See? That was it.
that wasn't so bad.
No, I don't know now. Brett had that look on his face like, wait a minute.
Well, because the needle didn't hurt, but then I felt a little pressure as it was going in. I'm like,
Right?
yeah.
Horrible.
But it wasn't
No,
that
it's
bad.
not horrible.
It's just a little tiny bit of pressure.
I'm panicky, okay? I got problems.
And I get my CVS pharmacy Band-Aid.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
Thank you, Jill.
I like that.
Thank you. You know, I've actually had where I've given it to kids because I can give it to those 11 and over. They've actually pulled away from me as I was doing it, and I've held them, and they, no problem. And
Yeah.
then they were like, "Oh,
That was it?
Didn't even hurt." And I was like,
know.
"Yeah, you were afraid for nothing."
Yep.
So
I've never gotten a flu shot in my life, so that's why.
Oh.
completely up to you.
It's okay, but I'm just saying.
All right, who's
That'll
next?
be good.
I guess.
That's you. All right, Sophie.
Wait a second.
Do we need Sophie to move into camera?
That's up to her if she wants to be on camera.
Do you want to be on camera?
I don't know. I'm trying not to panic, okay?
It makes for good.
Yeah. You want to switch places, Sophie?
Yeah, why don't
should
you
I?
switch with
Yeah.
Brett?
All right.
Okay.
She can sit
Trust
right there.
me.
She can sit right there where
Yeah.
Or,
she can sit in that seat.
okay.
I gotta hold my
Or
hand.
yeah, or Brett
No,
could just
trust
join
me,
me
it's
over
not gonna
here.
hurt.
Oh my god.
Come on, you're gonna feel a little pinch feeling anything.
Oh my god. Okay.
Trust me, I'm telling you. I just want you to sit back.
Okay.
It's not yet. I didn't even draw it
Here.
up yet.
You have to come farther this way.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
You'll be
Don't
fine.
like any kind of needles in my skin.
But then, you know what you're gonna say afterwards?
Yep, that was it.
Yeah, it's really not that bad.
Yeah.
I've had people say to me, people say to me, "Did you do it?"
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Those are super unsensitive people.
no, it's just that, you know, if you get a shot really fast and you just do it and it goes really fast, it actually hurts less.
Yeah.
I agree.
The flu shot episode is never the most organized episode, but we get it done.
Because we have to prep.
Yeah.
I can't
yeah.
have them already drawn out. They have to be, you know.
Oh yeah, of course.
Of course. No, please do it the safe way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I have, I
Sophie.
have to sanitize.
Over here,
and,
Sophie.
Yeah.
Hey, Sophie.
If I pass out, I'm sorry.
You'll be
Oh,
fine.
you're not gonna
Do you have
pass
Are-
some water? You want some water?
out. No.
No.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Just don't look. Oh my god, I'm so
You'll be
scared.
all
I'm
good.
Where's
Yes.
your accent from?
Slovakia.
Oh, wow. How long have you been here?
3 years almost.
3 years. Uh-huh.
Our intern Sophie, I have to say,
He's laughing at
What
me.
do you want to do?
What? Where?
No,
Your-
Oh my god.
here in Los
Here.
Angeles. What?
I'm an actress.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
we can't hear her because she's not on mic, but she said
Okay.
she's an actress.
She's
Am I
an
not loud enough?
Yeah.
You are doing fine, Sophie.
We
You're
can
doing
Yes.
put the,
great.
we can put the mic by you. Do you like Los Angeles?
No
so far?
way! Oh my god.
Do you like Los Angeles so far?
Yes. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's cool.
Do you live,
Nice.
do you live
And-
close by? You live far
Hollywood.
away? Oh, okay. I live in West Hollywood, so.
There you go.
Not far at all.
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
Are we picking
Yeah,
up
it
their
takes pretty-
conversation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it takes
Yeah.
pretty quick to get here then from work, huh?
Yeah, it's no biggie, right? Traffic's not. I'm sure it's different than it is in Slovakia, right?
The bus, so I don't really notice the traffic.
Oh yeah.
Really. I don't know.
Do you take the just a regular metro bus or There you go.
You're done.
You're done.
Look at that.
That was it. That was totally it.
Yay, Sophie.
Sophie is all done.
That's
Yay!
Yeah.
No.
Not as horrible as other shots that I've gotten, but close.
I think the anticipation was a lot worse than the actual
Yes,
vaccine.
that usually is way worse.
You're all good. I'm just going to put a Band-Aid on there.
Okay, thank you. Oh, sorry.
I love Sophie's facial expression
I
when she
know.
got it.
A lot
It's
of
like,
facial
what's
expressions.
happening? Okay, it's done. Hire
done
Sophie
that.
if you're a
You know
producer.
what?
She has a very expressive face.
I've actually done that on other radio stations, and their facial expression, it's so funny because they actually have to capture it on camera
Yeah.
because you can't see us.
Right.
So it's, yeah.
All right.
stuff.
Yay!
Yeah, there
Snaps
you
for
go.
Sophie.
Yeah, I get
Good job.
Well done, sweetie. You did it. See? Did you catch how I was like talking to her continuously, trying to distract
That's what
her?
I was doing.
I know.
That was good.
Exactly. So that's
You're
my
all
time.
good. You can put it down. You're good.
Okay, I'm gonna sit over here.
Okay.
Go for it.
See, it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Go, Van Eric.
I think it was worse. I think
Oh my
the
God.
thought of it was a lot worse than.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
way
that-
less horrible as I had a
Anticipation.
tick shot. once
Now I did
for
that. I
ticks.
did
for
get a
ticks.
tetanus
Well,
shot. Is
like
that
so
cool?
you don't
When?
For
get-
Lyme
last
disease.
week.
Yeah.
Oh, you're fine.
Oh.
because they have crazy
Does
diseases
your
that they
arm- is your arm
transfer.
still sore, though?
And I have phobia of ticks. Yeah.
Well,
so
I hope
got
so.
No,
I
my
had to
arm's not
get like
sore.
3
I
shots.
don't mind taking it in the same arm.
You're
I
good.
think 1 or a couple of days
gosh,
apart,
crazy.
and that was horrible. That hurt for 3 days
See, this it's already done.
because it's a lot that they put into
Yeah.
you.
See, look at that. Look at that. Give me that. Give me that.
Good,
On.
right?
Looking good.
Yeah, there you go.
Now you're protected against the flu.
That's right.
good. Thank you.
You're welcome. See, now you feel accomplished.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And
I-
you
it's
still
like
have color
some-
in your face. You're not gonna. You're
Okay.
not about to go down.
Okay,
that's for
good,
sure.
good.
There you
She's
go.
still got color. She's good.
You're fine.
There
It
you
took
go.
some convincing, but Sophie was a trooper and got
Totally.
this done.
Yes.
I made a big deal out of it. As usual.
And
Hope
isn't-
my mom
and
is not
isn't-
watching.
And is an awesome intern, by the way,
Yes.
working
Thank you.
working
Thank
hard
you
for us every
for-
single week.
Retweeting.
Thank you.
Yes. And now it's engineer co-owner Van Eric's turn
Yeah.
Yes.
for his flu shot.
Yes.
And as you can see, he can't wait to get it. He's like, his
Yeah, he-
Yeah.
I'm ready.
He's cool.
There
Yeah,
you
I'm
go.
ready.
Yes. So when people come to get their flu shot, it seems something you would think everybody would remember, but do remember to wear a short sleeve shirt or a sleeveless shirt. Otherwise, it can be difficult to kind of
We take your
maneuver.
clothes off.
Yeah, you got to get all fancy.
You gotta get all fancy.
Just so you know, at CVS there is a screen that we put the screen around you.
Okay.
And so if you do have to take your shirt off, as
Sure.
you can see my big needle here. If you do have to take your shirt off, we actually have the screen that'll cover. And
Okay.
Yes, so it would just be me and that person.
Sure. Sure.
Just in case, but it is easier if you definitely wear the short sleeve shirt or the sleeveless shirt.
Great.
Has anyone ever had to take off their shirt to do the flu shot because they wore a long sleeve?
Many, many times.
Yeah. Sure, that's happened.
In colder regions, you have to take off your shirts because
You know,
usually it's cold.
There's actually
Yeah.
been times when people didn't even think they were going to get it, and then we'll ask you, and it's like a reminder, and then they'll be like, "Oh my God, yes, can I get it now?" And I'm like, sure, of course. But then they're not wearing, the proper clothing because they didn't even expect to get it. But
Sure.
it's fine. People
Hey,
like to do
go
that.
for it. We'll make that the screen capture for the episode.
Yeah.
Okay, your
Ready?
arms relaxed. Oh, your arms
Yeah.
relaxed. Oh, you're relaxed. You don't care. You're like, I'm ready for this.
Yes.
I have to really try really
Flu
hard
shot time.
to relax my body when I get shots.
Oh, that's okay.
What about when they take your blood pressure? Do you have to try hard to
When they
relax?
when
or
they take my blood,
when they take your blood pressure?
I don't know. They don't.
That was the fakest face.
I don't know.
That was so
Look, you're
after
all
the fact.
done.
Yeah.
awesome
It was
was
already
that?
done. I was taking it
Right.
out, and he's like, "Yeah, that doesn't work." Yeah.
She got me. She caught me off guard. I was trying.
Yeah, she gets you unexpectedly when you're not
Yeah,
thinking.
Yep.
yeah.
I know. I try to do it really quick, so that it doesn't
CVS,
hurt.
baby.
Well done.
Hey.
Well done.
Get your flu shots
And
at
of course,
CVS.
Wait, you gotta get your 20%.
All right.
And you get one too.
Thank you.
Yay.
Awesome.
Hey.
So the lessons we've learned today: get your flu shot, and if you're going to get your flu shot, get it at CVS.
That's right.
Yes.
And wear
Definitely.
a short sleeve shirt.
Wear a short sleeve
But
shirt.
don't panic
exactly.
if you don't wear one. So-
Exactly.
There you go.
Right.
Well, thank you so much for coming in today.
Oh, thank you. My pleasure, of course.
Thank you, Jill.
Yay.
See you back here next year for another
November,
one?
yes. Definitely.
Awesome.
All right.
Cool.
Go visit Jill at the CVS on La Cienega
And 18th Street?
and 18th Street.
Yeah. We're in the shopping center next to Coffee Bean, if you know where that is. Yeah, right by the 10 freeway.
Love it.
Cool.
Thank you, Jill.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. Cut to commercial real quick, and
Yeah.
we'll be back with Robert Smith,
Smith.
and Greg Shane of CRE Outreach on La La Land with Brett and Dorothy on LA Talk Live.
Wave with your hand. There you go.
Well, it's midnight. One more night without sleeping. Yes, and I'm watching that morning come creeping. Well, now, Green Dog, what's that secret you're keeping? You know they got a real hot piano that they swing real hard behind the green. Lord, and that bass man stomping 'cause he's really something behind the green door. Oh, you know the drummer's keeping time and he plays so fine behind the green door. You know I knocked once. I tried to tell him I'd been there. You know the door slammed. 100 talented men there. I wish they'd let me in so I can see what's there behind that green door. I saw an eyeball peeping from a smoky cloud behind the green door. I tried to tell them Count Basie sent me, but they laughed out loud behind the green door. I wish they'd let me in so I could see what's there behind the green door. 'Cause they doing the honky tonk, yeah. Lord, they doing the honky tonk. Ooh, they doing that honky tonk. Yes, they doing the honky tonk. I wish they'd let me in so I could see what's there behind the green You know I knocked once. I tried to tell them I'd been there. You know the door slammed. 100 talented men there. I wish they'd let me in so I could see what's there behind that green door. I saw an eyeball peeping from a smoky cloud behind the green door. I tried to tell them Billie Holiday sent me, but they laughed out loud behind the green door. I wish they'd let me in so I could see what's there behind the green door. Ooh, they loop-de-doobie-doop-on. Shitty-bwee-doo-dee-ba-doop-on. Sweet-wee-ba-doo-ba-wee-don. Sweet-wee-ba-doo-ba-dee-don. I wish they'd let me in.
And so the termite says, "Excuse me, is the bartender here?" Welcome back to La La Land on LA Talk Live. That's Dorothy Dillingham Blue. I'm Brett, the bad jokester. and we just got flu shots. Thank you again to CVS pharmacist Jill Coleman for coming in. And oh, there you go. Little late, Van Eric.
Yeah, it's his fault that the joke fell flat, Brett.
Yeah,
it's
totally
definitely Van
is.
Eric's
I
fault.
liked it. I liked it.
Thank you, Greg. Appreciate it. Greg Shane and Robert Smith of CRE Outreach. Thank you so much for joining us, guys.
Thank you for having
Thanks
us.
for having us here.
All right.
Tell us, for those that don't know, a little bit about CRE Outreach, how the company started and what the mission is.
Yeah, CRE Outreach is a nonprofit organization that works with at-risk youth, homeless veterans, and the visually impaired. And we just thought it was so important to provide arts to people that really didn't have the chance to have access to them. So we use theater as an empowerment tool to change their lives. And started about 10 years ago with Theater by the Blind, and we worked with the at-risk youth, and now we work with veterans. And we have this, it's kind of culminated in this amazing project called Be On Site, which is in the works, and we're hoping takes the stage soon.
Absolutely. It's set to go hopefully in April, end of April, right? At the
Yeah,
Stella
that's the
Adler
plan.
Theater?
Yeah.
Excellent. And for information about CRE Outreach, people can go to creoutreach.org, but they really should be going to your Kickstarter account that you have going on right now.
Yeah, our Kickstarter right now is to really build the awareness and promote what happens to our veterans when they come home from the war. And that's really what's so special about the show is it's starring blind actors and veterans. I think it's the first of its kind, so it's going to be really special. and it's so much more than a musical. And our Kickstarter is the best way to get there is searching Kickstarter.com and search Beyond Sight.
Beyond Sight. Great. And Robert, you're the lead in the show Beyond Sight, is that right?
I am, yes.
How did you get involved with this project?
Actually, Greg ended up telling me I hooked up with Greg back in 2012. I met him around February of that time, and just started doing some shows with him. Actually, the way it started, I was in his drama class, and I played a cop or what have you, and threw my chair back and really got into the scene. And he said, "Man, I'd love you to join the company and be a part of the whole company." I said, "Great, what have you?" So started doing some other shows with him, and he said, "Listen, man, love for you to be in this project that we have going called Beyond Sight. You'd be the perfect fit for it." So got to working with him on it, and haven't looked back. I'm excited.
We're excited to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
guys will be there front and center opening
I'm
night.
so excited.
Can't wait. So what are some of the things that you would say are the most important messages to get out to the public about the show?
Well, I think the two biggest messages is one, how capable blind people can be. In the experience that I've had over the past 10 years, I've seen, visually impaired people so scared to move around stage, for example. They feel so uncomfortable in movement, and theater really breaks them out of their shell and gives them, we do an exercise where they run from one side of the room to the other in a full sprint. And, they're terrified. I remember when Robert did it the first time, he was so scared to run across the room. But when he finally did it, it really empowered him. And the other really important message is with the work that we've been doing with the homeless veterans, it's so easy to see how they're just cast away from society when they come home, and it's so hard to get a job. And we want to really educate people about PTSD. A lot of people aren't educated about it, and educate people about the difficult struggle that a veteran who, in the story, Robert could tell you a little more, but he's blind in Afghanistan, and he comes back to the U.S. and tries to reintegrate in society, and that's such a difficult challenge.
Basically, I think Ray wrapped it up in a nutshell there. I mean, the guy, here I am, I come back from the war, I'm trying to reintegrate back into society, and, being blind all my life, I can identify with these guys in the aspect. This is why I'm glad I'm playing a veteran, because just to see the way our veterans were treated over the years, it feels good that I can be a part of that and give back to them by, playing this character. It's just an honor. It really is.
And I also feel like sometimes it's so important to use the arts as a vehicle to wake people up. That to me is really, really important. I feel like it's our duty. We send these people off to serve for our country and fight for our freedom, and then we come back and we don't really take care of them.
Yeah.
So I hope that the show is a small part of the picture for me. I hope that it is a catalyst to expand our outreach program across the country. And, we're the only theater by the blind in the country right now, and I think that's sad.
I can't believe that when you told me that. I'm really surprised.
Yeah, it's really sad, but there should be, a lot more theater by the blinds all over the country, because it makes such a difference. And, it's just, I think, such an important message to get out there.
What caused you to be interested in working with the blind? Was there a particular event in your life, or was it just?
Yeah, actually, the event began at 3 weeks old when I was born blind in my right eye.
Wow.
So I developed, it's called PHPV. I developed a growth over my right eye, and they had to remove everything that operated the eye, the macula, the vitreous, and I had to basically learn to see a different way. And what I mean by that is I had to teach myself depth perception. I was told I wouldn't be able to see things using depth, and I took a tennis ball and a racket, and used to train myself seeing the ball, seeing the racket, and I grew from there to be able to play sports. And for me, it's so important to say to people who are visually impaired that they can do anything. In my group, I have people that skateboard. Robert skydives. He can tell you.
I'm sorry, you skydive?
I've done it, yes, a few times.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah, skydive, scuba dive, tandem, the whole deal.
I know a lot of people who have sight that wouldn't want to skydive.
That would be me.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think the thing that helps me is I don't have to look down. You know, You know what I
That's
mean?
true.
So I mean that's half the battle there. So
Absolutely.
Thank you, Robert, for speaking it so plainly.
Yeah, just keeping it real.
Keeping it real. Keeping it real.
Absolutely.
How's your vision now, Greg?
With my right eye, I'm basically totally blind, but my left eye, I see pretty well. You look very good right now.
Oh, thank you very much. But
yeah.
your depth perception
She
is
looks
there.
even better, though.
Of course, of course.
You know, my son, he developed strabismus, pretty severe strabismus that sort of came. I think it started manifesting him just before his second birthday, and so he did like 2 surgeries and the patching and the glasses and everything, and it's, you know, you really do have to train that eye to figure out what it's supposed to do,
Yeah.
and yeah.
The process.
It's a process. It certainly is. Because I think people, when his eye would go in, you know, just what your eyes are doing is not a reflection of what your brain is doing. So I think there's this perception sometimes that if you have something funky with your eyes, that somehow you're not as intelligent as someone else. And I think that to me, watching people look at him like, oh, I bet he isn't understanding. And if you've met my son, he understands absolutely freaking everything.
Like too much.
Almost too much. Yeah. And so I was like, no, don't feel bad for him. We're working on this, and, you know, his depth perception is something we have to work with. That's why we do gymnastics. But he's like in the 2% of people that 3D glasses don't do anything for him.
Yeah, I can't use that either.
Yeah, he doesn't go see. There was no reason to go see 3D movies, and he's 5. It doesn't matter anyway. But you know, I think that's a misperception of you know, the population. It's like one thing does not equal the other. You know, there are, like you said, people that are blind that have certainly contributing to society, can certainly do arts and the performing arts and all of that. So I like it.
Yeah, absolutely. And one other thing going off that is, you know, I think people tend to label blind people as not capable.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's so important about this show is it follows a character, and you see the struggle that he has, and you see at the end it's his story, and, you know, I don't want to give away the end.
Sure.
But you see the capabilities coming back, and all the content for the show came from their stories, which I think is very unique and raw. And also, you know, we interviewed the veterans, you know, and the veterans, one of my favorite stories with the vets is a gentleman named Robert was playing an officer, and he was incarcerated for 26 years before he played this part. And he told me that he had just such a negative outlook on the police, and when he played this part, it really allowed him to have a different perspective. Wow. And to me, that's what the power of the theater can do, you know? And,
Absolutely.
And I think that's what's so important about getting the word out about this particular production and really CRE Outreach. What we do is we try to give a voice to these people. And I know when Robert mentioned the chair throwing, I mean, that was to me such a powerful moment to see, you know, Robert just go into it and throw that chair. I said, Robert, come join our company right now.
You want opportunities in acting, throw chairs.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
There was a story that I heard a couple of years ago about a girl that I don't know what exactly was wrong with her, but she wasn't speaking. She was comatose. She was awake and aware, but she couldn't speak.
So she was mute, or was she?
She was.
Was she walking around, or was she?
No,
still
she was in a wheelchair.
Okay.
She was in a wheelchair and she couldn't speak. I think she could eat on her own and things like that, but she couldn't speak. And they brought her to her and her class. They brought her to a production of Thoroughly Modern Millie, and all of a sudden during the production, she was up and looking around and singing along with the music and being aware and everything. And as soon as the show was over, she kind of went back into her shell. But it's true. It's like the power of theater and the power of the arts can really transform people.
That's interesting you say that, because with comas, I've heard, I'm not a coma expert by any means, but I've heard that if people are in comas and you play them music, that's the quickest way to get them out of a coma.
Yeah.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
It's music
Makes
therapy
sense.
is definitely a part of that treatment. Yeah. And I remember, I think there's also a misconception that if you're blind, you don't enjoy going to theater. I'm like, what? It's not just a visual medium. It's, it has to do with the community of being, I mean, even the person sitting on either side of you is part of the experience of going to theater. And
That's like saying it's not fun to listen to a Cast album.
Oh, right.
You're not seeing it, but you're hearing it. And Robert, you have a pretty interesting lineage as well.
Yes.
Can you tell us about that?
Sure. I was born into, I guess you could say I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth. My father was an entertainer back in the 60s. He did the big hit, God Didn't Make Little Green Apples, 1968, O.C. Smith. And he's been gone. He's left us. He left us about 12 years ago. On the 22nd of this month was his anniversary, 12-year death anniversary. So God bless him there. And my thing is, hey, Dad, I'm just carrying on your legacy, man.
There
just
you go.
carrying it on,
And Beyond Sight's a musical, so you're singing in it,
I'm
right?
I'm singing in Beyond Sight as well. Yes. Yeah.
Do you
think we can have a little sample?
Oh, you're going to put me on the spot here? All right, I just give you a little sample. Hope you enjoy it. All right. Beyond sight, I see the light. Beyond sight, with you it's right. It rained and poured, I'd cried and poured, I'd given up on what life was for. Life looks different beyond sight. Life looks different beyond sight. You guys got to come and see the show.
You don't even need the canned applause because I'm just going to give it to you live. That's what it is.
Love it.
So yeah, definitely check out the Kickstarter.
Yes.
Go to Kickstarter.com and search Beyond Sight. And we're halfway to our goal, but we really need your help to get there. And we don't get any of the funding if we don't reach our goal. So please help us out.
You got it.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's so amazing. I'm so excited for you guys.
CRE Outreach, the musical is Beyond Sight.
Yes. We'll be there. La La Land will be there.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
We're going to be
all
there.
right.
We'll be
Good,
live
good.
tweeting it probably.
Yeah, yeah.
Kinds of stuff.
Fantastic.
Absolutely.
Maybe we'll give you a backstage pass. You can meet the whole cast.
Oh, that'd
There
be
you go.
awesome.
Absolutely.
That'd be awesome. I feel honored just having met Robert after that song.
I know.
Good stuff. Is there anything else that you want to make sure that our audience knows about Beyond Sight before we let you go? Anything that we haven't covered, maybe?
I just really appreciate the opportunity of being here with you and having us on the show and help us transform lives one show at a time.
You got it.
Absolutely. Theater as empowerment is what you said
Exactly.
earlier. Makes a lot of sense.
That's
Thank
right.
you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right.
Greg Shane and Robert Smith of CRE Outreach and Beyond Sight the musical.
That's right.
Thanks, guys. Well, we've wrapped up another episode.
Yes,
Dorothy.
a
Look at that.
fantastic one, I must say. Got a lot accomplished today.
I know. We've got like 5 minutes to kill. I feel like you should sing a song or something. Or
Me?
dance a jig. No? No.
Not,
All right, fine. It was worth a shot.
I'm not warmed up.
All right, fine. Let's talk about who we have next week. Next week, we have the Brimmer Street Theater coming in.
Right.
Excited to talk to them. They've got a lot of exciting projects coming up in the near future.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Also next week, next Saturday, the LA Stage Alliance is having their open house. They're opening up their warehouse to the public for the first time.
Heard about this.
Ooh,
It's
the one
gonna
that
be
was
awesome.
like, that was their, was that a Kickstarter account or was that an
It was.
Indiegogo?
I think it was an Indiegogo.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you get to see if you contributed to their Indiegogo account, take a chance and go down and see what those dollars have done.
Yes. Oh, this warehouse is huge. It has, props that you can rent if you're a theater
Mhm.
company. Go there to rent the props. It's a huge warehouse just built, and they do a lot of good stuff at the LA Stage Alliance. So
Yeah.
go check that out between 2 and 5 p.m. Next Saturday. I'll be there. Come say hi.
Yes.
And
Awesome.
I guess that's about it.
Yeah. We gotta get going. We got a 2:00 show to go see Barrymore.
Yeah, we're going to Barrymore
Mhm.
at the Good People Theater Company.
That's right.
Find us on Facebook, facebook.com/LaLaLandTalk, Twitter, twitter.com/LaLaLandTalk. If you'd like to be a guest or you have any questions or comments, send us an email, lalalandtalk@gmail.com. And we'll see you next week.
That's right.
That's Dorothy Dillingham Blue.
And there's Brett Chapin.
And this is La La Land on LA Talk Live. We'll see you at the top.